Hello and welcome to the back nine of round 3 of the 2025 Throw Pink Women's Disc Golf Championship presented by Innova. It's moving day. I'm Erika Stinchcomb.
I'm Madison Walker. We're your two hockeys.
Honk. Long one for you today. More of the same, a little chillier, I want to say it's windier, but I feel like it's a little more on and off than it has been the last 2 days, but still challenging conditions out there. Gusty. Mm-hmm. Anneli is keeping it bogey-free, so impressive out here at Winthrop, where OB is everywhere all the time. And if it's not OB, it's hazard. And if it's not hazard, it's a mandatory with an optional double drop zone. And then if you miss that drop zone, there's a second drop zone. So there's just like a lot happening. Yeah. Very hard to keep it clean.
A lot of rules, a lot of discussions.
Speaking of rules, hole 10 is a par 4, 549 feet. If you land out of bounds off the tee shot, you proceed to drop spot 1, which is our old tee pad. We used to play it as a par 3. Pretty difficult way to save par, though it is possible. If you land safe on the left, we saw a few check-ins on the front 9 with later cards. It's still a rip to get all the way down here to this throw pink basket. It's on a hillside. It's kind of, I wouldn't say blind, but deceiving. You end up having to throw, I think, harder than it looks to get all the way there. There's a second drop zone up there if you miss your second shot. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's about a 60-foot putt. Anneli, great shot, huge distance. And that feels really risky. You're having to throw uphill with low branches into a headwind. And you see so many discs land just a little bit too far to the right, or like we saw Evelina's disc earlier, get a big flare skip and flirt with that OB on the left.
Yeah, I've never seen someone flirt with OB so much as Evelina on that shot.
Oh, Ooh. Silva skipping over out of bounds.
It's a great shot, but a little scary with those rocks. Yeah, I don't know. Those rocks we've seen keep people out. Mm-hmm. Not necessarily this hole, but generally. I feel like no matter what you do, it's just a huge risk.
Yep. Here's Cadence taking the risk, and it pays off.
Oh, and she'll be out from under the tree limbs, too.
It makes this hole significantly easier to be farther down the fairway. You can see Anneli having to think about this tree that's kind of in her backswing. She comes out a little early. She's safe.
Impressed that she went for it from there with that tree on her right. Like, that's a hard shot.
And we told you all about it yesterday. This ground is basically all acorns.
This is where they gather all the acorns in South Carolina, is what I heard.
Yeah.
From you.
There's no way it could come all from those trees. There's no way. And if it is, this is a good year for the squirrels.
No, there's a great acorn conspiracy Reddit page. I've already checked.
Love Reddit.
Great shot from Hanna. Everyone making this look easy.
Making it look so easy. This one, it averaged closer to par than it has any of the other days.
Everyone figuring it out.
Yeah, 40% of the field almost with a birdie. All of our lead card competitors.
Love that.
Across safe.
In the mulch. Anneli just going to lay this one up. If you miss, you can sail it out of bounds in a hot second. Man, if you miss out of bounds on the putt, is it just a re-putt?
That's a really good question.
Yeah, there's probably a paragraph about it somewhere.
Yeah. I can't pull it up on the stats, sadly.
Nice putt from Hanna. Back-to-back birdies.
Yeah, I think it's either a re-putt or you just have to go to the drop zone.
Right.
Yeah.
Weird.
Let's see. So cool to see players land in that little brick elevated area.
You don't see that, and we've literally seen it 3 times. Different kind of game.
Here's Missy ahead on 11, the wiggly hole. After getting 5 birdies in a row, she's throwing her second shot. Is she going for it?
Yeah, she sure is. She has every day, and this is the best so far.
Wow.
All right, what are we going to do if she makes this? What are we going to give that red-shouldered hawk?
Oof.
An acorn?
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe like a bedazzled acorn? Yeah. I don't know why that's where I go, but
we'll just a golden
just like a glittering
acorn. Okay,
yeah,
perfect. Missy's really hooking this red-shouldered hawk up.
6 down through 11 for Missy Gannon. That was the hot round of round 1, if you recall.
Here it is. It's only 600 feet, but look at that graphic on the right. The out of bounds just snaking left and right. This landing zone used to be so manageable, and now it is one of the scariest shots we throw on the course. It's a hyzer with a mid-range is what most players are throwing, or maybe a putter. You want it to lay down though, and then it's decision time. Do you want to go big like we just saw Missy do and try to carry a bunch of hazard area to get to this green, or a lot of players just playing it for par and not even messing around with this pretty crazy left to right crosswind?
Let me ask you a question. You ever been so scared of a squiggle?
Never.
Never.
Never a day in my life.
Silva also not scared.
I also just really like snakes.
And slugs.
Yeah.
Worms.
Squiggly.
You're a squiggly girl.
Here's Hanna trying to work that hyzer. Oh my gosh.
And succeeding.
Checks up at the absolute edge of that hazard area.
And in previous years, that would have been safe by, I don't know, 80 feet.
It would have been a perfect shot.
It's pretty wild. Anneli turning hers way over, messing around with the right side. It's good.
How does it hit the leaves and keep the spin? This played as the second most difficult hole of the day, averaging at over a half a stroke over par. And that's probably with players trying to play it safe. Cadence mastering this shot.
Yeah, everyone in a really good position to attack if they want on this next one, which I think they probably all will.
I wish I knew exactly how far the distance was from here, but I would say it's slightly uphill and maybe 320.
Yeah, I think on the at least 320.
Yeah.
I think it could be slightly farther than that and feels farther with the hill. Because you do definitely have to take some off the tee shot.
Yeah, and you see most competitors landing right at that circle's edge. That's like the hot spot for players that go for it.
Yeah, feels more like 350 from back there.
It's a crush. Oh man, Cadence is going to crawl into that hazard area. She's almost pin high, right around the edge of circle 2.
Really dangerous putt to run for a par save, though. Hanna working the right side. Get some legs. Oh, it's good. It's good.
Woo-hoo.
Really nice.
And that's how you have to play hole 11, just living on the edge. Anneli's second is so far down here.
Wow. Ooh. Not what you want. I do like the forehand approach to combat that right to left sloping hill, but she puts way too much air under it and is going to be in the hazard. Whew. Cadence. What a run. Oh, and Anneli just going to lay up, concede her first bogey of the round.
Silva,
all right.
2-stroke swing there with the birdie and 3 in a row for Silva Saarinen.
Hanna for her own turkey.
Yes.
All right. The old double turkey, as we call it.
Man, watching Hanna mess around with hyzer putts in the wind is wild. I feel like most players that putt well in the wind are flat and spinny. Yeah, and Hanna just trusting that hyzer putt.
Yeah, she must practice or something.
Yeah.
2 birdies, 2 bogeys.
2 birdies of only 9 on the day today out of 55. Here's Missy again checking in on 12 after 6 in a row. That's crazy.
Okay, what do we give the red shoulder talk if she gets this one?
Oh, no.
Your turn.
Oh, my gosh. She hits
Quick,
the
think of one.
pole.
Hurry up. Think of one.
We're out here at Winthrop, so we'll give this red shoulder hawk a bamboo staff.
Oh, I like that. To like spin around all kung fu like.
Missy, this hawk's pockets are going to get full quickly. We got to chill out.
Hawk's pockets. Hawk's. I can't. Okay, that's. I'm gonna say that through the entire commercial break. Hawk's pockets. Hawk's. I can't.
Join us in Pensacola, Florida on November 22nd and 23rd for the Downtown Disc Golf Experience at Blue Wahoo Stadium, sponsored by Discraft.
Hole 12 is a par 5. It's 901 feet. It is, it plays quite far. We just saw Missy birdie it. This OB circle in the middle is kind of right where you'd like to land. It's the ideal distance for most FPO. So you're trying to land just a bit short or just a bit left of it. Second shot, you're trying to get as far as you can and up on the hill to the left. If you leave yourself a little bit right on that OB line, it tends to be a blind shot to go across and attack for birdie. We are seeing more ladies than ever attack for birdie on this one. This used to be one of the scariest holes because it's kind of, in my mind, this is the classic stroke and distance hole. Like, this is the one you think of where you're just rethrowing shot after shot. If you don't land safe, you just have to keep rethrowing it from your previous lie or the drop zone.
And they must have just gone out and done that in practice, thrown shot after shot, because everyone looking so comfortable. It averaged as a tie for the third easiest hole of the day, which is just crazy compared to years past.
You know what else is crazy? Hawks pockets.
God. Yeah, this was one of the 3 holes that average under par. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's easy.
It's easy.
Ooh.
Oh no, slow down. Okay,
That was fun.
perfect. The wind on this hole was insane. It was just a ripping headwind when my card came through. Doesn't look maybe quite as bad right now, but some wind on this hill.
Definitely some wind. I mean, this is definitely pulled a bit right, but you don't usually see them kind of get pushed way over there like that. Cadence going to be left with a really tricky backhand from there.
Here, you're just trying to get up high on the hill or get far to the right. Either one works well. Both options give you a way to see the flag. Hannah, not quite up on the hill as much as you would like. She's going to have some funky downhill left to right footing.
She's just far enough where she can go for it, but it feels risky. And Cadence, I thought that tree would be a little bit more in her way. She manages that really nicely, but it might be a blind shot from there. She's also just a bit shorter than you'd like. My rule on this one to go across is I gotta see the flag. And then sometimes you break that rule when you're pretty close to seeing the flag.
Silva, yep, she's farther up on the hill. She may even have kind of a flat run up.
Anneli with a huge drive here. And a great second shot.
The shot is so scary with that left to right crosswind. If you show the underside of your disc, you feel like you can find that OB on the right. Hannah going for it?
I think she can see the flag, so she's laying up.
Yeah, she is laying. Love the play. If you're not feeling 100% confident, this is not one you should go for.
Yeah, Cadence may be blind. She's not that tall. And this one is always, again, more of a rip than you think.
Yeah.
And you're stoked to land safe.
Yeah, it does look, or it plays farther than it looks.
Yeah, every time I've thrown literally as hard as I can, I'm like, that's in the road deep. It's like bullseye. So I just, what I tell myself, literally throw it as hard as you can.
Uh-oh. Silva kind of blasts right by the basket. She'll be on the edge of the circle.
We saw this from Anneli yesterday. She almost went OB deep. We'll see if she can make the correction today. That looks good.
This seems like a crazy play to me because that left to right wind, but Anneli manages the shot so well.
Yeah, left to right wind into the bricks. What's the problem?
That forehand could just get lifted.
Hannah just playing for par. It's well done. She was definitely on the edge of where it's smart to go for the birdie there.
Cadence.
Nice.
Circles, edge putt, maybe just outside, one of 22 birdies today.
Wow.
There was only 8 OB strokes.
Wow. That's wild. How many was on 5? 51?
Yeah.
There's only 8 on this one?
Yeah.
Huh.
I think wind did play a big factor today. It wasn't as bad on the second and third shots of this hole, just on the tee. Silva in for par.
Hannah looking strong on the putting green. And Anneli with a tap in.
A quick check-in again with Missy Gannon.
Wait, now what?
Not,
Oh, it's my turn.
it's your turn.
Okay. I'll think about it. Ooh.
The out of bounds line is on the right side of that sidewalk, so regardless of if she landed on concrete or not, she's good. She pushed to the wrong side of the fairway, though. You want to be a little bit more left here, but Missy's been throwing that forehand so good. Okay, all right. Just inside the circle. Kind of a scary putt. You can see the out of bounds just behind the basket.
Oh, there she goes.
Friendly nubs. And this is unheard of. This is unheard of at Winthrop.
Yeah, wait, how many are we at in a row?
8 in a row.
Okay. That's
So
insane.
Right now we have a red-shouldered hawk with a glittering acorn and a bamboo staff and a golden sombrero.
And something else. I want it to be riding something, but I'm deciding what that is.
Hole 13, we just watched Missy Gannon play it. We had a tailwind that maybe feels a little bit right to left because of the angle of the tee pad. Nonetheless, a friendly wind for this tee shot as you want your disc to push towards that sidewalk and hyzer to the left. You don't want to be in the tree line, of course, because that makes it difficult, but more left on the fairway is better for the second shot in the B position. This is one that we played maybe many years ago, but not recently. Look how close it is to that out of bounds line. You can see it pinches all the way almost into the bullseye of the basket as you get closer. There's a little secondary spot on the right side, a gap you can go through, but we haven't seen many FPO players utilizing that line.
I was gonna have the red-shouldered hawk ride the mascot of the university, but it's confusing because the mascot of Winthrop is an eagle. So
I love that.
Should we just?
I love that.
Great.
Red-shouldered hawks are much smaller, so it makes
sense
physically.
Yeah. The physics check out is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
Just balancing on the back of an eagle.
For our artists that always send us pictures of these things we come up with, we can't wait to see what you do this week. This is a good one.
What if it's one leg on 2 eagles, since Paige got 2?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Love
With
it.
like some reins.
We have no rules.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, great.
So there.
So these are good shots also if you're wondering what's happening.
And this shot feels very fun to throw after being so nervous on every shot before this. And you get to kind of come let loose a little bit, not worry as much. But then you follow it up with this shot. Cadence.
Such a scary backhand.
Yeah, not a player with a forehand that we see very often. And throwing a backhand on that shot is not something we will see very often as well.
Anneli hasn't thrown quite as many forehands as we saw yesterday, but she does have a nice, smooth, powerful one. It does catch some branches, and it's going to be flirting with that OB line, but she's safe inside the circle.
Wow. You can see that tailwind kind of picking up as Hanna lines up her shot.
Gosh, I love this. She's really been working on her forehand, and it shows.
It's so difficult to get your disc to skip enough on how far right this basket is without feeling like you're being reckless and bringing the OB into play.
Silva made this shot yesterday from even farther back. She's a little bit closer today, but you can see it's just such a difficult backhand, so far left to right moving.
Cadence can probably at least see the basket from here. Still does not want to pull out a forehand.
Oof. Wow, what a shot.
That's incredible.
It's a lot of power to generate from her knee, too.
It's crazy to me. It's crazy to me that hole 12 averaged significantly easier than hole 13 did for the rest of the field.
Especially in this, I would argue, easier pin position.
And wind.
We fight about this.
Yeah. Easier pin, easier wind.
You're saying easier.
I
Statistically
think
easier.
it's worse. I think it's worse. So that doesn't maybe mean it's easier.
Okay, all right. Hanna in for a nice birdie there. Anneli also going to convert.
Yeah, this one averaged over par. There was 18 birdies out of 55 competitors, but a lot of bogeys, and that's just due to how close that OB is to the basket. Cadence making a really nice comeback putt right at the out of bounds. It's not Missy. Oh my gosh.
Your turn.
Again? Okay. Okay. Well,
Maybe she pars. Maybe she aces. Oh god, I won't even. That would be chaos. Wow, Missy on a freaking tear. You got something?
there, because it's on the backs of eagles, this red-shouldered hawk,
Yes.
there's a looming thundercloud.
Oh, I like it.
Yeah.
I like
It's
it.
really epic. We got to set up the scene. It's so epic.
Mm-hmm.
What Missy's doing is incredible right now.
Could you paint us a word picture of this cloud? Is there lightning? Is it billowing? Is it a dark gray?
Yeah.
Okay.
Holland Hanley as well. Ooh, throwing a really nice forehand line, getting tangled up in the branches. Does she make this?
She must.
No.
She must. Wow. That looked like outside circle too,
And
or
it
at
looked
least
like,
deep.
And it looked like she had a tree in the way too. Yeah, did she go between the trees?
Yeah.
Get out of here.
Yeah, they had that camera stationed on 16, which I thought was like a funny choice,
Me
but we've
too.
seen some sick
Yeah.
putts, so sweet. Missy's 9 down.
I'm excited to welcome everyone to the 2025 Throw Pink Championship. This is our 5th year at Winthrop in conjunction with the USDGC. For me, this is my favorite time of the year because this brings together everything I love about women's disc golf. We have our top pros from all over the world competing on one of the sport's biggest stages. We're also making a difference for breast cancer, and we're teaching young girls and young women that have never played the game how to play disc golf, and we're bringing it all together in one place. I mean, this is the most amazing time of the year. I hope you can tune in and join us for this magical weekend.
We just watched Missy birdie hole 14.
It's 261 feet, par 3. This is a left side gap. We saw Anneli take this yesterday with a forehand. Can be difficult because it's often a right to left wind. What was the wind today?
It was left to right, actually.
All right. So
Like
good for the forehand.
ripping.
Well, and also not bad for the backhand either. Most of the time you see ladies go backhand on the right that we saw Missy throw. You see anything from mid-ranges to fairways. I think most common mistake is landing just a bit short of that sidewalk. You want to land just before it and barely skip over it, hopefully putting yourself close to this very elevated pin. It's hazard, not OB. Whoa.
Oh, sit down.
Sweet.
Okay.
Sidewalk skip.
Sidewalk skip lands on a knife angle and still sits down.
And this is always such a good crowd on this one too. It's very fun.
Ooh, this one's so scary because you see rollaways and there's hazard at the bottom of the hill as well that can come into play so fast.
Hannah taking that backhand line that we saw Missy take. Hannah in the hazard at quite a distance to try to make it. Putting uphill at this elevated pin just feels insane.
Yeah, especially with the wind the way it was today on the green.
And Cadence in danger of hazard as well.
I feel like that's not a very
Typical.
common miss, and
Yeah.
it's weird to see it back to back. Silva making a nice correction, coming in kind of hot, and she'll find herself in circle 2 past the basket, looking uphill directly into a headwind. Was Cadence running that?
It, you know,
It was so
open to interpretation.
Yeah. Hannah just laying it up. That's her smart plays. Silva's running this. Oh my.
Girl.
That is so good. Maybe she had a moment of a little bit more slack wind, but it was crazy. No, look at the flag go. That is so good.
Love to see it.
Man, it's crazy how she managed to keep her disc flat, even though like most players would accidentally throw it nose up there. Really impressive angle control.
Cadence with a solid putt, but for bogey.
Nice comeback putt. Wow, 17 birdies on hole 14 today.
Nice. 3 in a row for Anneli. If we flash to Missy again, I don't know. I don't know.
No.
Okay.
No.
Let me start thinking. How many?
This would be for 10.
That's
right?
crazy. Is the most we've ever seen in a row Holland Hanley's 9 at the Open at Austin?
I think so.
Yeah.
Oh my God, friendly trees. I mean,
All right.
she's got to be out of body right now.
It's pretty crazy. And what I'm picturing is like someone shredding on the electric guitar as this red-shouldered hawk cruising on these eagles flies into the
like
thunderhead.
Mad Max style.
Yeah.
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 Okay, love this. Love this.
This is crazy.
No, this is crazy.
She's in a tie for first, 10 down through 15.
And to string them together like that at Winthrop is...
Unheard of.
It's unheard of. 6 down, you said, is our hot round.
Yeah,
last
and
year?
it was Missy's. Well, this year.
And the course
as well.
is playing harder this year.
Mhm.
And the conditions are worse.
Wow.
Okay, we just watched Missy play this one. We don't really need to describe it because she just played it perfectly. But the triple mando is definitely in your head. It's about 275, maybe 300 feet away from the tee pad. And we had a right to left crosswind that was making it a tough one to try to hyzer flip your disc through, which is what most competitors are lining up here.
Oh man, that feels so scary to me to throw it at the bushes and try to turn it. Like that's so good.
That almost felt like the only thing to do today.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
In
like
the wind, yeah.
Yeah, the wind was so crazy that hyzer flips felt wild.
Mm-hmm.
Silva, a master of the hyzer flip, though. Look at that.
So good. Dead straight. I like the little street lights on this one. The little,
yeah.
They like feel like over top.
No.
You don't see that miss very often.
Yeah, and that's why the hyzer flip is so scary. It just got a wind bounce and
Yeah, it kind of feels like you're stepping back in time with those little lights out there.
the little light fixtures.
Cadence through, but that's a tricky spot.
Mm-hmm.
Often forehand roller territory or just like a turning sidearm. Really going to be difficult for Cadence to get any kind of backhand working. This drop zone placement, which I believe we moved to last year, is so difficult to save par from. We saw someone do it in round 1, I think, but it's rare.
It is rare. Missy, I think, actually.
That sounds right. Probable. Silva with a pretty wide open look at it. She's going to come up just one hair short.
Anneli, a little too far to take the forehand gap we saw her take yesterday. She is wide open, though, so she's got options.
That's fading a bit to the right, but it's going to find the perfect spot. Sometimes you get caught up on some of those little trees.
And the putting can get tricky quickly. Cadence just trying to rescue her par here.
Yeah.
Great. That's great. Only 10 birdies on hole 15, playing tough with that crosswind.
Hannah going through this little left side gap they cut for us with a forehand. That's perfect.
I love that addition on this hole.
Yeah, it's fun.
I don't use it, but I like to watch other players do it. It's pretty sweet. Silva. Oh my gosh. Super wide straddle bid. So close. That low tree definitely in her head.
Okay. Look at her dance. The disc, not Cadence.
What a great par rescue from Cadence Burge.
Anneli for 4 in a row. Just a plain old red shoulder hawk, which we love.
And
It's only the second one we've seen.
only the second one we've seen this weekend.
But it is feeling a little lackluster next to Missy's.
Yeah.
It's like looking up at Missy's
Honestly-
like, what is happening up there?
Honestly, everything is lackluster compared to Missy's.
Yeah.
Everything in the world.
Is she going to keep going? Like, I'm very invested in these check-ins.
If we do another check-in right now,
What?
I'm going to lose it.
Start thinking, dog.
No.
Use that brain. You went to college. for biology.
So a big wind bounce. She's in circle 2. She's like way out in circle 2.
Yeah, no chance. Just kidding. She's got it. Think of one. Okay,
Oh
okay.
my goodness. No, I had reached the bottom of the well. I had no idea what I was going to do.
Oh, really?
Like another weather event? I don't know.
You would.
Good par, though. 16 can play tough.
Yeah, honestly, chill.
Mm-hmm.
That's so crazy.
The streak has been broken. The best streak we've ever seen here in the booth as 2 hot geese.
It's true. Look at her, so focused, so dialed. Paige with such a beautiful drifting shot. Just gonna park it.
She just parks it right now?
Yeah. Congratulations, Paige Pierce. You're Green Mountain champion. Hole 16, a par 3, 342 feet. The one that brought Missy Gannon down is how this is going to go down in history. There's hazard on both sides. So, you know, be careful of that. We lost a tree on the right, so there are more backhand lines, and you can kind of push the right-hand side a little bit more than we've seen. I think the play used to be a big sidearm if you had it. Now it's kind of, I think, throw towards that right side hazard and try to just check up right before.
Yeah, everyone's always like, oh, 17, 17. But everyone overlooks treacherous hole 16.
Right? There's a camera on this one for a reason.
Anneli.
And it's for big par saves. Or big birdie look.
That is...
Wow.
I think that's
she pins it.
That's the best drive we've watched.
Let's follow it. It really is.
She heard echoes of Missy's demise and said, watch
me put a golden sombrero on my red-shouldered hawk.
Wow. What a shot.
For those of you that are confused, this is just something that we like to do. We just dress up random regional birds. Mm-hmm. So get on board.
Celebrate birdies.
Please.
It's our version of celebrating birdies. And speaking of, seeing 2 bullseye shots on this hole is crazy. Actually, there was more circle 1 hits than we've ever seen on this hole today.
Oh. For all of time? Or?
Yeah, ever.
Really?
On hole 16.
Wow. That's amazing. And Missy Gannon couldn't even get there.
It was nice today. We had a little bit less wind. We'd been having a pretty ripping left to right crosswind on this hole, and it seemed to chill out today. I'm not sure if the direction was just a little bit different, but it was blocked in some way.
Hannah really cranking over on this one. She's going to find that hazard, and it's going to be quite a difficult par save from almost edge of circle 2, it looks like. Cadence from, I think, almost 50 feet or so.
Little tree in the way.
Ooh, girl.
No problem. Is that a little smile?
I want to see this little, reaction right after she makes it. It's like a cheeky little smile. Ah, dang it.
Good birdie. That's a fun one to get.
Hannah with a little work left for, unfortunately, her 3rd bogey in a row. And she's not off by much.
And thankfully, she did give herself a pretty nice cushion earlier in the round.
Silva was such a good round, and we're not even talking about it because of all the other stuff happening.
Yeah.
Like, that's wild.
She's just like doing what she does, like stacking them up calmly. Anneli now with 5 in a row.
Can she get the glittering acorn? It's what everyone's talking about on the course during the long walk from 16 to 17.
I think that this...
Missy's still 10 down through 17.
Yeah,
so
if she can hold on to that, that's an untouchable course record.
Mm-hmm.
Here's 17. It's 254, but it's downhill. Thankfully, the wind was a little bit nicer today. It was still a headwind with some left to right tendencies and some pretty crazy gusts, but it wasn't as sustained as we've seen in days prior. So sometimes you get a little lucky and found a calmer time when you approach the tee. Key here is to aim for the crust, not the tip of the pizza. Don't try to hit the basket. Go far to the right. There's a lot more space over there.
Yeah, I watched Madison throw this one earlier, and all she was saying was crust, 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 crust.
Anneli almost to the crust. She's too skilled. She's in circle 2. And this is such a scary putt. The basket is 4 feet from the hay bales. With that right to left crosswind, your putter can find OB really quickly.
Oh, the course record's actually 11 down.
What?
But this is the hardest layout we've seen, to be fair.
Who was the course record?
You know, it usually says, Evelina in 2023 round 1 and Paige in round 4 last year.
Sweet. God, they're good.
But I don't know, it's playing probably 2 strokes harder just on layout, let alone wind.
Yes. Cool to see Silva throwing the backhand. Cadence trying to follow suit, but disc flexes out. She gave that a lot of height.
We saw Hanna do this yesterday. It is a play we used to see a lot more, and it's not a bad play. She did secure the par yesterday, but if she misses this shot, I believe she just proceeds to the drop zone. So it can bring a 7 into play really quick, but look at her trust. No! I thought she made it.
Does she just go to the drop zone now?
Does she go to that's what I'm wondering. Is it the first one or the second one?
I think she has to go to this first one because it has to be
it's the
2
first
OB
one.
strokes.
Right.
Wait,
Yes.
so does that mean she has to throw this drop zone twice? Because it has to be 2 OB strokes before you can go to the green.
Well, she already has 1 OB strokes.
Yep.
Stroke.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Here we go.
So she just has to land this safe, and she does.
Okay.
But it's an interesting play because the worst score if you go for it and you miss drop zone 1, miss drop zone 2 is going to be a 6 unless you like putt over the hay bales. And what Hannah's doing brings a 7 into play if you miss drop zone number 2. But looks like she trusts her skills.
Oh, man, and she's going to have to take a triple.
Yeah, unfortunately, you always know that that's in play on this hole.
This hole playing as the 3rd most difficult of the day at half a stroke over par. Cadence going to settle for a bogey, and that's a great putt. It looks short, but that's a scary one.
Silva continuing to keep it squeaky clean.
We love a par on 17, half the field getting a par. There were only 8 birdies. Shout out to Lisa Fakis and Ellie Midling for hitting circle 2 putts for birdie. That's
risky.
Crazy. Yeah.
Anneli with that 2-stroke lead over Missy Gannon, 10 down in the clubhouse. Wow. Hole 18, a par 5, only 647, so very attackable, but they did bring in the OB on both sides. We've seen backhands, you often see forehands. You're usually not seeing huge distance shots off the first. The first 2 tend to be pretty placement shots. I like forehand, but you honestly see any combination of forehand and backhand. The final shot is usually blind, and you're usually relying on a skip to get down there to this elevated pin. So at no point do you ever feel particularly comfortable on this hole. But it's birdieable by everyone. It's a good looking shot. These forehands tend to spike.
Oh.
That one gets a little flirty.
Good. Oh, what the heck?
Bad?
What is happening?
Good. Bad? Good. And that's actually a nice spot. Sometimes when you're like way up on the hill, it's
tricky.
quite slanted up there.
This is
So
one
good.
this is one that once your if your tee shot goes out of bounds, you can find yourself really scrambling, and that's when things can get a little bit crazy. Once you land your tee shot safe, it does feel a little bit easier to at least get up and down for par.
True. This
Settle.
one in danger. Man. And they brought that OB line in at least 10 feet, I think more. That used to be safe. Yeah, it makes the backhand tee shot so scary. I feel like you gotta like crank one over to the right, more like what Hannah's doing here.
And then you have to keep it low too, but that bush is in your head. And
this ginkgo tree used to be exactly where you want to land. Now the OB, there used to be a OB kind of half circle or an inbounds bubble around it. Now it's just a straight line, so you do have to be careful landing to the left side of the tree.
Ooh, Anneli kind of...
That's good.
Yeah, yeah.
Controlled.
I thought she was biting off more. Like, it looked like she threw it really hard, but it was probably a nice low-speed disc.
Oh, backhand here. Insane.
Crazy.
I mean, Silva, the queen of backhand left to right moving shots.
She's got that downsloping hill, too, that she's kind of having to fight her body a little bit. And
Look at this.
what the heck?
It didn't look like she was fighting anything.
No,
Wow.
that looked easy.
She's inside the circle for an eagle. The only time we've seen an eagle that I remember was Ellie last year, and she went huge, huge. Silva just went like conservative, pretty normal looking shots.
Yeah.
Like, just controlled. Wild.
Hannah sawing this one off a
Aw.
bit. She catches the one corner
That's
tree
good.
to avoid, but really friendly bounce.
Really weird looking bounce. Anneli's third. Usually you want to use that big tree straight ahead kind of as your aiming point. If you can start skipping before it and left of it, you're happy. Ah, I don't know if that had a chance, but it did hit someone's foot, it looked like. I think it was out either way.
I think so too.
This is more what you want. You want it to feel like you sawed it off just a little bit. I do kind of think that the left side corner is a little friendlier than it has been in years past.
They cleared it out. The OB's tighter, pinched,
Is
but
it?
they just cleared out branches so you can sneak through there. But yeah, it used to be that corner tree used to be in bounds. If I
Silva
remember.
for eagle.
Oh my goodness. That looked like it just bounced off the chains.
Yeah, good run.
Yes, Hannah finishing out with a birdie
Great finish.
after a rough stretch. Cadence with a nice recovery for par after going out of bounds off the tee. That is hard to do.
Anneli gonna take the bogey with that out of bounds stroke. Still a great showing from her. 5 birdies in a row would normally be all we were talking about. Yeah.
And Silva, did she bogey today?
I think so.
Just hole 7.
Wait, yeah. Yeah, she took a double on 7
Yep.
and then nothing else. Super
Wow.
clean round overall.
So many birdies too.
Yeah, and it looks like Anneli leading the way, only 1 stroke ahead of Missy Gannon. And Silva, Saarinen, Paige also going to find herself on lead card on the final day.
So impressive how Anneli keeps stringing together these good rounds.
Yeah.
Usually at Winthrop, we see someone string together a couple and then have a rough one. And it's cool to see her just continue to look very solid and stick to her game plan. Looks like to be in the top 10, you got to be 1 over par-ish.
Yeah, this is kind of a crazy separation. The top 3 all within a stroke, and then Paige in 4th is going to be 11 whole strokes back going into Championship Sunday. Pretty wild.
Yeah, really big jump. It's going to be potentially a rainy day tomorrow with some wind as well. The wind is going to stay, but yeah, we have like I think a 40% chance of rain right now, pretty consistently through the whole round. Hopefully that will change overnight.
I heard it was 0.6 inches. If we could just zoom in on the precipitation rate
Pan
here.
over here to the Atlantic Ocean.
Yes.
But yeah, seriously, it's going to be a weird day at Winthrop tomorrow. The weather continues to get a little bit worse every day. So come hang with us on Championship Sunday and see who can duke it out the best in the rainy conditions. I'm Madison Walker.
I'm Erika Stinchcomb. We're the 2 hot geese.
Honk.
Sunshine, get up on my body, know that truly I feel fine. Get up, watch your body, and I feel that sunshine. Get up on my body, know that truly I feel fine.